I'm just waiting for the kazoo. Sorry, I had to start with the kazoos because and thank you for the wrench warning. I'm gonna go ahead and give the wrench warning. This channel is DC Space. This is her house. If the way she is or the way she does things bother you, see yourself out. Don't be a jerk. Thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate that. Seriously. Here's what we're gonna be reacting to today. It is going to be Jessie Lee Ward's vlog that she had someone put together. And I'll tell you this. At the beginning, if you're listening to this and because you are very protective of Jessie Lee, I've said this on almost every single video that I can remember since I found out that she, since her cancer diagnosis. I hope she gets better. I do. And in the process, I am also going to talk about unethical things that are going on in this process of her cancer journey, like weaponizing people's phobias to make money. It's a no. It's a no for me. Hello everyone. Watched her video this morning. Can't wait for DC to jump on this. We do want her to get better, and I will tell you this. If me critiquing the video quality and the transitions and the way the text appears is going to make you feel some kind of way, this is not the stream for you, because I saw about 15 seconds of it, and I cannot believe she paid someone for this. Okay? I cannot. Oh, Senator Amadal, I'm sorry. Hello, Charlie. We can want her to get better and also hold her accountable for her actions. Yes. And I will be sharing Yehudis's GoFundMe throughout the stream. She still has things that she has to like cost of living and stuff. And if that irritates you, again, see yourself out. This is my channel. We're doing stuff. Rivka, what's up, Island? Oh God. So many people missed like the stream where we Olive Tree people sent us this, and because it's a gaming stream, no one watched it, and so it's like I need to make a video on it because it's just awful. Okay. Take a deep breath. We're gonna do the disclaimer because I'm imagining we're gonna get slapped for this, so let's go. Happy birthday, Camby! Hello. Spicy DC has entered the chat, and let me say this. No talks of karma, please. And I've said this before in older streams. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not gonna make apologies for it. Nobody deserves to get cancer. Not even, I would never wish cancer on my worst enemy. So please, no talk of karma about Jessie Lee and cancer in the chat. As much as we have big feelings, we are not going to devolve into a chat that does not remember our own humanity, and that's the rules, and that's how they're going to be. Hello, hello, hello. DC, I just want to say your videos have brought me so much joy lately. I've been working through a calf injury that's kept me from playing Ultimate Frisbee, so thank you. Oh, I hope you get better soon. All right. Okay, I'm putting it on subscriber only. I am doing that right now. I don't know if mods can do that, but I need to do that. I'm putting on subscriber only. And you have to be a subscriber. Oh, God. I'm trying. Edit. I don't normally do this, but I am going to do for 10 minutes subscriber only. Okay. All right. Subscriber only. What's up, Savannah? Oh, if you want the link, if you want to join, I forgot to share the link. God dang it. I am going to put this in the creator chat. If anyone wants to join. I'm live. All right. Okay. Here we go. Add to stream.
Story that will be impossible.
Why do we not have any sound?
I'm going to walk you through it.
What in the world? Remove. Hold on. Remove from studio. It does have sound because I put it through a transcription service. So what is going on?
You're about to hear a story that will be...
Okay, so we have sound. Present. Cancel. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put it in this. And we are going to share. Share screen, share audio. Add to stream. Oh, why is there so much? Can we do this? Oh, magic. All right. We have sounds, you don't. Okay, I think we got it now. Can you hear it now?
You're about to hear a story that will be impossible to forget and inspiring all in the...
Who did this? Look, I've been a graphic designer since how long? How old am I? I've been in the graphic design industry. I've been in the marketing industry for over 15 years. Okay, who did this? I'm not I'm like no. I have to be over here. I have to be like somewhere up here. Oh, I need to edit this. Let me edit. Oh God, I don't know where to go. I'll make myself smaller. Who did this? Who chose this font? Who chose this transition? Who freaking did it? I know, Jen, but she doesn't want us sharing that right now. I don't know who's sharing it, but the sister specifically told me that they do not want it being shared right now. So just don't keep spreading it around, because specifically Yehudis' sister told me that Yehudis does not want it being spread right now. And I'm happy that we're happy in the chat, but oh, welcome.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome
to Illyria. This is who paid for this? Jessie Lee Ward, the #1 network marketer in the world, who has millions and millions and millions of dollars. God. Mods here, can you do me a favor? Can you no shade. Yeah, this is her documentary, Wendy. Also, I can walk relatively well today and yesterday, so I'm gonna text you about hanging out. No, you're good. You're good, Jen. No, it's okay. I'm just I had asked if we can share it, and they wanted to keep it not public right now. Can you delete your chats about the get if you are or can my mods, can you delete the chat? Hey, Tanya. What is happening? Here we go. Or maybe I can do it. Let me go do it on the back end. Actually, no, mods, can you help me, please? Don't overdo it. What do you mean? Oh, don't overdo it by like doing stuff. I get it. Thank you so much. You're incredible. Thank you. I appreciate you. Seriously. Thank you. No rage, no bad feelings, no negative. I was excited. I asked and they said no, so I don't know how to delete my chat. Mods, can you help me? Okay, we're gonna press play. Somehow.
Same breath. I'm just.
That was a transition you used. Who scammed Jessie Lee into this?
Jessie Lee Ward, and this is my battle with.
Warning. What kind of warning? Is it a trigger warning? Is it a content warning? This video contains graphic content of what? Viewer discretion is advised. Of what? We don't know. Have you not even read anything? There's so many upper academia level like reports available on how to do content warning, and you do like content warning cancer, content warning miscarriage, or content warning SA or whatever it is, so that the viewer or the audience member or whatever can immediately say, I'm out. This is so vague. Thank you, Chelsea. That's okay. Hop out. And seriously, as always, if you're watching this, your emotional health, your mental health is more important than a view on a video. It's more important always. Hop out. Take care of yourself. Oh my God. We're never going to get through this video. It's 33 minutes.
Stage 4 colon.
And what about people who are, and I guess I should read my own disclaimers at the beginning, because it doesn't help people to know like what the Emily rules are. They're from Emily D. Baker, or what the disclaimer is. I need to verbally read them. So I can't, I guess I can't shade this that much. We're 8 seconds in and it's awful. And again, it's not even the same font.
Cancer, from first symptoms to diagnosis to where I am today. In this video, I'm going to discuss all the symptoms that led up to this experience, my diagnosis, the process through all of it. I'm going to get you dates, stories, everything, the doctors, whatever, to try and kind of answer a lot of questions for people who are maybe going through something similar, or are worried about something similar, or think everything is fine that's going on in their life, and so much more. This is a story that I've never really told in the way that I'm going to throughout.
This is a story I've never really told in the way that I'm going to. And also, if you are nervous about watching this, I have linked the transcription in the description. So you can go and click on it and download the PDF and you can read it. And sometimes the reading, if you're still interested in knowing what she's going to say and you don't want to watch this, just click on the transcription and read the PDF. For me, reading things is easier than like watching and listening. It hits different in a way that doesn't like not trigger, it doesn't like activate how emotional I am. And so if you're like that, go to the description and click on the PDF.
This video, I'm going to give details that I never did before. I'm going to talk to you about a lot of stuff that I can't put in short TikTok videos or little clips in live videos or even make posts, really, because it all just gets lost in space everywhere.
Thank you, Lynn.
I decided to come on YouTube and tell all of you super open, super transparently, super honestly, all the things that have led up to where I am today. Time of recording is end of June 2023 and beyond. So make sure you follow, you subscribe, you ring the bell, you do all the things, because this is just part one.
Who did this? Can I say this? Okay, maybe you're doing the red to get the attention of the follower, and she's on a purple background. The red is awful. Okay, it's not even her brand colors. If we're looking at Jessie Lee's brand and what she does, she is the Empire. It's a yellow and purple. Like, what are we? Okay, maybe if you're doing YouTube, this doesn't even look like YouTube. Okay, go look at Ava's editing.
Walk you through everything, but I think that if I do this in little 20-minute videos, it might be a good way for you to really see and hear my heart and the messaging of everything that went on, and just take you step by step. So my goal really of this is to provide not only hope and energy to people, but some insight for those of you who might.
Who is making those noises in the background? Can I say this? If you're going to be, if you're good, I am going to be separating myself from the story. I'm going to be listening to the story. I've followed the story since she dropped it. I'm looking at this. She paid someone to do this. They didn't fix the noise. They didn't fix the background noise. They didn't fix the echoing. You can do that on the back end. On some of our members only streams, we've done a video editing together, and you can look at how much you can fix stuff. Okay? Me and my technical difficulties, You paid someone for this? Give me a break.
Might be facing a similar journey, or a loved one is facing a similar journey. Let you know there are options, and tell you things that I wish I had done, things that I'm glad I did, and so many things in between. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to use a cheat sheet, aka my phone, because the dates are crazy, and I think that you're going to see how really wild this journey is. So back.
How would we filter? Turn your filter on. Oh my God, I'm so mad. We know a lot of this, and I'm glad you're going to tell us some of this. We're 2 minutes in. We're never going to get through this. Holy shit. Hello, Harper. So my perspective, is this okay if this is smaller? I mean, we can kind of see her. I mean, don't we love the lint roller like a lot? Because I do, and I need to get a flint roller myself. I used to have one a long time ago. Can you give advice and say what you wish you had done if you're not cancer free yet? You know, I don't know. I think she thinks that how on the outside, how much she doesn't look like she is sick, from what she said when she got her PICC line removed, because then people and herself couldn't think of herself as sick. I think that she thinks that she is getting better because she doesn't look like she thought a cancer patient would look like. Oh yeah, don't get slapped by Top Chat. Make sure you're on all chat, live chat.
In May 2022, I decided to embark on a fitness journey, a health journey, a wellness journey.
Okay, I'm glad you slid yourself over. I don't really hate this. Why are those blood tubes? I'm sorry. Content warning blood. Why do I always do this to myself? Edit. Content warning blood. I added it. Okay, I'm sorry. What? She went on. So okay, the person has slid this over. I don't hate that transition. It's not awful.
I am a really high level entrepreneur. If you don't follow me anywhere else, you can follow me all these places: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever.
I would just recommend, maybe if you're doing this in the future, not you, but anyone in the chat, if you're filming. Okay, so what do? I just have a green screen. This is not real. It's my background, and I know sometimes like my chair gets in the way. Like, this is my purse. I'm doing the same thing, but you're giving people speed bumps instead of listening to your message. They're looking at stuff. I'm looking at the green pillow the whole time.
I'm on stages often. I'm a high-level entrepreneur. I own traditional businesses, top network marketer. I have a coaching company. I do a lot. And by doing...
Why did you not use your Shure microphone for recording this? Why? Why can we hear stuff going on in the background? Why? You know what she could have done? She could have gotten a box and put her camera in a box and soundproofed the box and then put her audio. And you know what? The Shures, they have to be relatively close unless you get a cloud booster, which is a connection thing. I know it looks like I'm really close. I'm about this far away. And I know some people do it further away, but it's because they've got a cloud booster. And she has a USB microphone. That doesn't sound like she's using it at all. Oh God, Savannah. Oh God, okay. Okay. Thank you, Savannah. I added it. Thank you. Thank you. I was raging. DC, is this a blind react? I did. This is blind, but I have read through the transcription and I've added the content warning, pseudoscience, potential misinformation, cancer, blood, intestines. So I've added the blood. And I am not going to... Oh God. I'll add the blood clots as well. Y'all, if you need to hop out, no biggie. Just hop out. I think that it's for me, it's important to see this in from a graphic designer perspective. And I know, I just read it. Thank you. I'm going to keep my phone up. So if Lynn, I don't know if Lynn's even available. I'm gonna leave it on text messages so Lynn can text me if she needs to. There's a lag because there's captions. Snowball's great too, and you can actually stand a little bit further away from your Snowball microphone. You absolutely can. Wait, she gonna join me? Oh, heck yes! Savannah's coming in. Let's wait. Savannah, you may have to, if you're on an Android, I think you have to be in I don't know, Chrome. Oh wait. Okay, we need to delete this. I'm sorry, we cannot repeat that information. Shadow, we got can mods I need to ban words. Okay, I'm gonna go into Nightbot. Mods, please help me. How do I ban it? Filters. Oh, I gotta do it on the back end of YouTube. God damn it. Channel. Save. Cancel. Banned words. Oh, thank you. Someone did it for me. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Is that Savannah Marie? Oh my god, where are we? Holy
Hi.
shit. I love your cat headphones.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to come in here just real quick because I'm just playing The Sims. Don't mind me. And setting up because I'm doing a stream on this later too.
Hell yes.
I just got done. Oops. Hold on, sorry. I still had the stream up and I could hear you. Okay, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I just got done like going through the video that we're watching here because I had to like blur out. There's like the blood clots.
Yeah.
They're the size of her palm and she is holding them and they're huge and like disgusting. So like I don't want anyone to like be caught off guard if you haven't like blurred them out because it just comes up really fast. She's like, okay, I'm gonna show you pictures, and it's like nasty.
Okay.
So yeah, I cut it
Thank
out.
you.
I put I like blurred it and took the saturation down so you can't even see the red because it's just bad.
Holy shit.
So I just want everyone to have that warning because
thank you.
You're welcome. It's very bad.
Yes. So if me not blurring the hell out of stuff is going to make you sick to your stomach, like definitely hop out right now. And also, if y'all are not subscribed to the queen herself, Savannah Marie. Oh my gosh, is that a floof? Is this a floof? Oh my god, a floof alert! Oh my god.
Floof alert.
Oh, sweet.
She my old lady. Sorry to derail everything. I just like it's really that bad, and I'm just like, I hope DC knows.
I like read through part of it, but obviously in her trigger warning at the beginning, there was no trigger warning. It was like the vaguest thing of all time. And it's like that's literally not how you do a content warning or a trigger warning. So I'm like typing in my description as we go, like, okay, blood. Okay.
A lot of blood.
Okay. Oh god.
Clots, like baseball sized clots. So yeah, and at the end she shows pictures of the intestine that she took out. And those are nasty also. But to me, the clots really got me. I was like, holy shit, that's graphic. It's very graphic.
Yep.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. So
drop a 1 in the chat if you want to influence Savannah into doing a stream with me in the future, and not to be pressure for. I'm just kidding.
You don't need to pressure me like anytime, girl.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you so much.
That's what I was saying. Like I'm like so dedicated to making sure people know about this freaking nasty graphic imagery here that I'm like making a new stream intro just for this stream, which I never do. I know you do that and you're like very professional, but like I'm not there, sis. So like I'm like making its own disclaimer because it's like lots of medical talk.
You just need one for Jessie Lee. Like anything's on the table, anything's a game. It's like it goes from like G-rated to like triple X-rated in terms of like medical stuff so fast with her sometimes. So I'm like, one, so appreciate you coming and like giving us the heads up because
I know like it'll freak people out. It's that bad. So
okay. So if that's you, if that's you that you are gonna get sick seeing that stuff, this is not the stream for you. And I will make sure that I will link Savannah's video so y'all can go watch hers when she posts it.
Thanks. Yeah, I go live at 5:30 Pacific time today, but I mean you guys are already here watching DC, so you don't have to watch it a second time.
Oh no, we do. I will be in Savannah's chat. Seriously.
Oh, okay. Seriously. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to it. But
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay.
Okay, love you. Bye.
All right, here we go. Where are we? And I think that having this smaller is going to be better for everybody. Unfortunately, I did not have a warning blood clots on my bingo card. None of us did. Yes. Yep. I can put it in a banner. Yep. Let me do it right now. That is a great idea. Thank you so much for asking. Where is my edit? Copy. Scroll across, and it's going to scroll across the bottom for the whole time, okay? There we go. that good? Is that okay? I think that's good. I think that means we got it. I think that's okay. I need a capitalized warning, okay? Let me hide it and then edit it real quick. Edit. Content warning. Content warning and trigger warning. I guess I don't know. I just wanted to know content warning. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, show. There we go. There we go. I know I capitalized some things and didn't capitalize other things. This is what we're doing, okay? All right, here we go.
A lot, which is awesome and amazing and exciting.
Her
What's also
dogs!
just very real is I felt like I was a image for a lot of people of what you would want to be as a business owner or what
You were an image for people of what they wanted to be as a business owner? What? The blood clots should be the first thing? Okay, I'll change that, and then that's the last change I can make. Okay, edit. I just want... Okay, I moved the blood clots for y'all. I'll capitalize everything then. That's all the changes I can make because I can't, like... Okay, I went from most visual to least visual. Blood clots, blood, cancer, intestine, pseudoscience, potential misinformation. Okay? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm going back. I'm changing it. Edit. Graphic images of. Thought that made sense before, but okay.
how you would want your bank account to look maybe or how you would want maybe friendships to look.
How you want friendships to look? Hey, Rob, what's up? Howdy.
Great friendships or how you would want to travel and see the world, or if you hear my dog, maybe be the best dog moms ever. But for me, I also looked at myself and I said, well, you know, I'm part of a health and wellness company and I'm number one in the...
What is this sound in the background? I'm going to critique this from a graphic designer perspective and someone who has created courses for people and done the recordings and done the editing and done audio fixes, not as an audio engineer. Shout out to all you audio engineers out there. But if you're going to be recording something, try to be in the quietest place as possible. You're saying something so serious right now. You're talking about the big C. And this is what we're listening to? God.
Health and wellness company. And I don't think that I look like health and wellness. And I was frustrated with it because I was never somebody who loved to eat all the time.
You were never someone who loved to eat all the time. So now you're shading people who eat food. So you don't... I need to take a sip of my smoothie. Sorry. You can't hear the dog scratching on the floor. That's what I hear. I don't know. Someone she paid. What's the noise? Oh yeah, if you don't have earbuds in, I'm sure that it's masking a lot of the sound. It's like dogs walking across a tile floor.
never I'm not a big meal person. I don't know how else to describe.
He said this so many times. Like, she is not a big meal person. She doesn't like to eat, or whatever she's saying. Like, so that she didn't understand why she was in whatever kind of body that she didn't like.
That maybe you are too. I don't know. You can comment below, but I've always just kind of been like, yeah, one meal a day, maybe a snack or something like that. It's whatever. And I always liked working out, but I never, even with all of this, sometimes crazy dieting or whatever. I used to do bodybuilding competitions even in the early.
You did one bodybuilding competition.
For like 2012 or something like that, 2013. I always had to work way harder than everybody else to even get results. And I always felt inflamed and whatever. So 2022 May, I start testing my blood, and I'm working with a blood doctor, or a guy who reads blood, basically.
A guy who reads blood? What? She is very ill. We're listening to her story. This is her vlog of her cancer story. And I said it at the beginning, I want her to get better. And I'm also said it at the beginning, I've been in the marketing / graphic design industry for over 15 years. And I'm critiquing the way that she said that she paid someone to do this incredible documentary of her. Hello from the gym. Get the best workout. We're listening to Jessie Lee talk about how she never got results because she doesn't like to eat food or whatever. My blood is a fantastic writer. Wait, this is that vlog? Yes, this is the vlog. She posted it 3 hours ago. Yep.
So this is a biohacking doctor. I'm not going to bash him, nor am I going to promote him, because I do not recommend him.
She doesn't recommend him? She was recommending him all the way up until she went to Colombia. You know how I know that? Because I watched so many of her lives. She was taking all these injections and all these pills and all these things that he gave to her. She didn't script this? No, she has it on her phone. She has it on her phone. She does have a script. It's on her phone. And if you want the full like PDF of what she says for the whole video, it's in my description. It's on a link to a Google Drive document. Her biohacking doctor, all of a sudden, she's villainizing him. Even though she wasn't villainizing him up until the Colombia trip, when she showed us every single one of the injectables that she was taking. I don't know. Good question.
Had he, I don't want to say done his job, if he would really looked at my blood, he would have seen things like a vitamin D deficiency that was really dramatic. He did actually notice a vitamin D deficiency at the very first blood test in May.
Okay, we're going to make this bigger so that y'all smart people can look at this. Over here, it says vitamin D 39, 25 through 80, and then it says NG/ml. So I think the one on the right, the 25 through 80, is a normal range, and she was 39, and then it said vitamin B12 said high, 1019, and the normal range is 173 through 700. She just said that she had that there was something wrong with her vitamin D. Didn't she? I'm going to rewind it. I'm sorry.
Done his job. If he would really looked at my blood, he would have seen things like a vitamin D deficiency that was really dramatic. He did actually notice a vitamin D deficiency at the very first blood test.
It says vitamin D 39.03, normal range 25 through 80. There's no deficiency there. Maybe if you had not gone to a biohacking doctor and gone to a real MD, they would have been able to tell you that. Too much sense here. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We need to celebrate. Carissa, welcome.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
Welcome, Carissa. Now, here's my question. Here's my question. We see the numbers right here. I'll take a screenshot and I will post it to my stories. And we downloaded the video, so fine. She said vitamin D deficiency, but it says normal range 25 through 80. Does she know how many people have a vitamin D deficiency? I don't know. There's a vitamin B12 deficiency, not a D, but it also says vitamin B12 high, that she has a lot of vitamin B12 in her body. 1019 is what was in her body, and 173 through 700 was normal. That's normally how like the reports go when I read them. So it looks like her vitamin D is in a normal range. Yeah, the B12 is too high, for sure. Oh God, we're confused. Are you gonna focus? Okay, thanks.
In May 2022, although he ignored it and said, and actually asked if I was depressed. Maybe you've heard me talk about that before, but he said, hey, like, do you have a hard time getting out of bed each day? And I said, well, I mean, like, I guess, like, yeah, I get tired, of course, you know, but doesn't everybody get tired? That's a high performance entrepreneur. So kind of like red flag number one I missed was I was definitely tired. I was definitely exhausted. That's a really big symptom, but I've been exhausted. I mean, I'm always a grinder. I'm always working hard. I'm sleeping not a lot. I'm working 18, 20-hour days a lot of the time. And it's the lifestyle I chose. So I just kind of ignored that. But I did find out later that especially women, if your vitamin D is very low, which he did end up supplementing, I was injecting vitamin D and it helped with my energy for sure.
Oh, awesome! I just saw your text. I remember. That's okay. I just wanted to see if you were available, but I think I'll text you to see if you want to join me for something else too.
I found out, I guess you could say the hard way, that is definitely a sign of cancer. So that's just because I guess your body takes the vitamin D. Don't quote me on all that, but anyway, it sucks the vitamin D to basically use energy. So
your vitamin D levels were in the normal range. Isn't the normal range on the right? And then it shows what her range was. And her range was in the normal range. Can someone smart, please? Can someone smart in the chat please tell me if I am, like, not understanding that? When I drank ketones, mine was super high. After I stopped drinking them, it went down. Interesting. She is saying D.
So wish that had been noticed in May of 2022. But anyway, I go on a health journey. So I was using peptides, which I love. I'm a big fan of peptides. If you're not already familiar, you can check out, I can refer you to some people, honestly, in the peptide space that are really amazing and incredible people.
Maybe go to a registered dietitian. Maybe go to a doctor. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I want her to get better. I've said that at the beginning. I'm not going to keep saying it. She said as gearing up to releasing this video that she was going to show us all of the video proof, all of the picture proof of everything that supports what she's saying, and she literally contradicted herself with a picture right next to her as she was talking. I meant my B12 was super high. Okay, got it. If her ranges were abnormal, they would be identified as high or low next to her result. Yes, that's what Yes, I'm not smart, but she's not vitamin D deficient. You are understanding it correctly. It's just, for me, it feels like I was waiting for all of the pictures to come out that would support what she's saying. And she was hyping up her biohacking doctor right up until she went to Columbia. Because we did the video where she was showing us all of her injectables and we were writing down everything that they were. And now she is basically saying, he's the reason that my cancer wasn't identified. What?
Maybe I'll find some links or something for that for you guys. But I love peptides. I love biohacking. I love all this stuff. And I was very familiar with the world. And so, you know, I felt like I was in good hands and I was losing weight, but I was trying to lose weight. I was finally losing this inflammation. I had done food sensitivity tests with him, and I found out that a lot of the stuff that I was eating a lot of the time was really inflaming me. You know, vegetables, my stomach just really couldn't handle and would inflame me. So I went back to basically carnivore, but
Can I just say this? If y'all are ever gonna do a video, I know, and it's different. If you have kids or dogs, or if you're live streaming, like I'm not shading y'all. I'm saying the multi-millionaire, the number one network marketer in the world, according to her, continues to tell us that we are just haters. We don't understand, but none of the like measurables, none of the videos, none of the anything except her cars that she shows sometimes would say that she is this elite person that we're looking at for business advice or life advice or anything. She didn't even take the time to rent a studio so she could record this tell-all in her first vlog series of her cancer journey. She's doing it at home, where we can hear every single thing drop, because she's nothing soundproofed. I don't even think she's using her Shure microphone, and if she was, that distance way too far away.
carnivore, and then I was still eating some carbs, right? So it wasn't really carnivore. But I was eating a lot of fruits, and just kind of living my life. And I was losing weight. And over 9 months, up until diagnosis, or I guess, 8 months, 9 months, I had probably lost about 25, 30 pounds. And I didn't look too skinny at the time. I didn't look, I didn't look like I was.
She lost more than that. She said on one of her lives, and I know this sounds like I'm creepy. I remember in one of her lives that she said that she was around 215 pounds. Maybe she was exaggerating. Her weight now looks like she's in the 135 range at 5'5". So she's lost, in my opinion, almost getting up there to losing 100 pounds. Which seems like a big red flag. I'm confused. My neurologist said 40 to 70 was good for vitamin D. Everything else was high or low, but maybe there's a difference in measurements. Yep, this is not a documentary. She could use a ukulele, but this is a foreshadowing. Oh my God.
I was ill until basically January, but yeah, I was getting complimented because it was really what I was trying to look like again. I felt like I was not having to work as hard. I felt like, yes, the peptides were helping, but then also the diet changes were helping, and the removing of inflammatory foods was helping. And so I didn't really think anything about it. And then I said, you know what, I really want a full body MRI. And this is where it kind of gets interesting. So I said, I want a full body MRI, just because if in the future I want to have energy like I have right now, or my body to look like it is right now, let's say 10, 20.
No, that's not what she said. She literally said, hello, Desby. She literally said that she had read a book by Tony Robbins, or somebody that Tony Robbins knew, and that in that book, it was talking about childhood trauma and getting a full body MRI so that she could have a baseline, because she thought that she was in the best shape of her life. And now she's saying something completely different. How do I know what she said? Because she said it on a live. It's recorded on a video. And now again, she's changing the story.
Years from now, well, then I want to be able to show the doctors my blood work. I want to be able to show them an MRI and say, this is where I was. The other thing is that in 2009, I found out I have a brain tumor. It's right here. It's just my pituitary gland, and it's.
She has a brain tumor in her pituitary gland? Is there okay, let me see. Can you remove I'm just gonna Google it. Can you remove brain tumors in pituitary glands? Yes. If the pituitary tumor is benign and in a part of the brain where neurosurgeons can safely completely remove it, surgery might be the only treatment needed. And this is from Johns Hopkins, surgery for pituitary tumors. The patient will probably need surgery if the tumor is producing hormones that medication cannot control. What does Johns Hopkins know? They're just experts.
There's nothing, it's not exciting. It's a benign tumor. It's just like a little fatty deposit and it doesn't really do anything. And I know I'm supposed to check up on it with MRIs. I found it because I have Lyme disease and they checked for cerebral Lyme. So that's how this was all found in 2009 or maybe 2010, whatever.
I don't believe you, but that's just my opinion.
I already feel like this is just like the heaviest, longest story ever.
I already feel like this is the heaviest, longest story ever. You've done 7 minutes and 17 seconds. We haven't learned anything except that you've just contradicted yourself. You contradicted yourself based on the pictures you showed next to you, and you thought that that was something. And then where are we now? This video is 33 minutes long.
Just getting started, but anyway. So it turned out that we called countless doctors, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll get the exact number for you, actually, just for chronicling purposes. Calling all of these different clinics saying, we need an MRI, we need an MRI, we need an MRI, we need an MRI. She wants a full body MRI. She wants a full body MRI. And everybody was telling my assistant, Carissa, no, we don't do full body MRIs unless there's some kind of pre-existing condition. All of these places said no. Finally, I found Prenuvo. If you're not familiar with it, maybe you can check out a link or something. I'll link you guys below. We find Prenuvo, and Prenuvo says, well, you can do just the brain if you want to for this amount of money. I said, well, I kind of want to test everything. Breast cancer runs in my family, whatever. And I had implants, and then I explanted, so I wanted to get an MRI anyway. So I said, I want 2 areas. They said, just do the full body. It's $2,500. I said, okay. So on January 10th, 2023, I went to Prenuvo for a full body MRI, basically so I could be like, yeah, this is how healthy I am. And then I actually have to back it up because before the MRI I've never talked about this on the internet. November 22nd, 2022, I started bleeding like a normal period.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Okay. Y'all. She could have told us this information back when she was doing it, but she said she had no symptoms, and then she was the one that found her cancer herself, and she's about to show a picture. Please note the content warning down below because pictures are about to come, okay? On the screen. Dear God. Oh my God.
The only problem is it never stopped.
Why didn't you go to the emergency room? Why didn't you go to the doctor? I'm not shaming her as a someone who has cancer. I'm asking questions. Questions are welcome.
So
wait, but Columbia was around that time, like January 13th. Yep.
So I was bleeding and 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 bleeding. And I thought to myself, what is going on? Like, this is so weird. I'm like the cycle girl of my friends. I'm like the person who's like, if you want to get pregnant, ask me.
If you want to get pregnant, ask me. God. Only keeping the chat open for now. Okay, I'll tell you when if the picture goes away. It hasn't popped up yet.
I'll talk to you about your ovulation. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I don't know what's going on because I'm bleeding like crazy.
As someone who is scared to go to the doctor, let me encourage you, or let Julie Joke encourage you, or let Aaron Bees encourage you. But as I'm saying this as someone who didn't go to the OBGYN for 10 years because I was scared. And that was a bad medical decision on my part, okay? You can, if you have insurance, find someone that can help you. And if you are in this situation, go to the ER. For the love of God, go to the ER, please. And don't wait like I did for stuff. Don't like, as someone who lets their fear get in the way of making intelligent decisions about their health, that I'm learning to reframe and redo as I'm older now and in a pickle myself. Please, just, if you can, take someone with you who can advocate with you and go to the doctor.
And it was not just like a little bit of blood like spotting, it's like bleeding.
She's gonna show a picture. I know she is.
And then, so I'd already done the full body MRI. Results took a long time. I'll talk about it in a second. But on January 16th,
you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna make a timetable. I'm gonna make a timetable of the Columbia trip and everything she says in this video. We're gonna make an org chart. And so we are going to look and see what was said and what the actual dates are. I'm gonna do it. Also, the radiology, which she has been exposed to 10 folds at this point. Yes.
I took a trip to Colombia with leaders of mine, and
You're still bleeding that much on this trip? Oh my God.
maybe you've seen this on the internet, maybe you haven't. It was like this big Columbia Gate thing. People thought that I took these people to Colombia and I put them in danger.
You did. In my opinion. In my opinion, you did. You know how we know? Because of everything that you posted and what the people posted on your team that you think was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And then you deleted videos. Then you gaslit everybody saying that we made up stuff when we actually downloaded the videos that you decided to take off the internet. Okay? Red flag. Hi, Jenny Jen. In a word, this video is twisty. We do. We need a freaking org chart. We need an official timeline. I had a 6-year gap between my last 2 smear tests. Yep. And I guess I'll tell my story at some point to try to help other people, but it's just, today's not the day to do it.
No one was in danger except for, ironically, me. And I've never talked to
No one was in danger except me? Wow. Make it about yourself, Jessie Lee. Wow. I did not think the documentary was going to look like this. I thought she was going to hire like a producer. I thought she was going to hire a scriptwriter. I thought she was going to hire something that wouldn't make it all about herself. But no, here we are. The Columbia trip, no one was in danger. I was in danger. Wow. Oh my God.
about this. So maybe that's why I got so pissed off when people were trying to demonize me on the internet for a leadership retreat.
Because you're a leader, because you lied to people and you didn't allow them to have informed consent to participate in what they were doing. You didn't allow them. And then also just the way that you talked about the people of Colombia and Colombia in general, and then had them walk through another, like someone walk through the streets barefoot, and then you had someone who had diabetes on your team going through barefoot. What if they cut themselves on their feet? You know how sensitive the feet of people who have diabetes are? No? Okay, fine. So you said that you're getting demonized? The behavior of what you chose to do as a leader, and then you purposely twisted information and removed information so that people would not know anything, and that you expected them to trust you at all costs. That was the issue. And now you're saying, oh, woe is me, I was the one that was sick. And then you chose to do something physically active on your own, and you should have been in the emergency room. That's not a leadership retreat. That was some cult shit, and I would know. It's her light. It's her light. I know she does not look well, but whoever filmed this, I guess she did. It's a bad filming.
that people all signed waivers for and people all knew what they were going to.
You cannot waive behavior. Like, people can't sign NDAs, or you can't, what is it? What does Wendy always tell me? Like, you cannot say, I don't know, a lawyer. Yeah, why couldn't they wear shoes? That whole thing was so silly. Yep. Awesome, Jessica. I am being spicy. I don't know, and it's like, you can't waive negligence. Thank you, Shelby. One of the people said they didn't sign any waivers. And if y'all haven't seen Clowntown's video of a side-by-side of like Jessie Lee and then what other people have said that debunk each other, you should go watch that video of Clowntown's. She again feels compelled to explain Columbia. And you can't waive or release criminal behavior. Shelby and Wendy coming in hot. This is Wendy's a lawyer and Shelby's a lawyer. High B12 causes heavy bleeding. I know that because I couldn't take B12 supplements due to my endometriosis. Oh my God. This is bullshittery. Lies, lies, lies. Your team even told us what happened. Yes, Janet. Yes. Here we go.
Into and people all knew, hey, trust Jessie Lee. Whatever.
Oh, rolling your eyes. You know what? People actually trusting you is something that is valuable. Trust is a valuable thing that someone can give to you, and you broke everyone's trust. You can roll your eyes all you want, but what you did is the issue. What you and Sasha and Mateo did, that's the issue.
But I was the person that the day I get there, the 16th of January, I have a conversation with two of my best friends.
Sasha
and I
Mateo.
said, something is really wrong. I've been bleeding for months, but now I'm bleeding clots. And I guess I'll show a picture of it.
Oh my God, she's about to show a picture. Okay. Avert your eyes. I will tell you when the picture's off screen. You can see her fingers coming in. That's what the content warning at the bottom's for. Avert your eyes. Yes, not to brag, low-key, my Columbia video was closer to a documentary than whatever this is. Y'all, yes, 100%. That counts. This totally counts. It totally counts. Chelsea coming in hot. Bye, Clowntown. Avery, take note of the content warning. We're about to see a blood clot. Avert your eyes. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1. I'll let you know when it's safe to come back.
Because I have photos. So
Holy shit! Oh my God, you should have gone to the emergency room. You should have gone to the emergency room. Oh my God. Don't look. Oh my God.
Show you. It's kind of gross, right?
Oh my God.
And this wasn't like once, this wasn't twice, this wasn't 3 times. This was multiple times a day. These gigantic clots of blood were coming out of me. And I was like, this is really bad. Like, something is very...
Okay, the pictures are off, but there might be a third picture. Oh my God.
Pretty wrong. And I knew something was wrong because I know that you're not supposed to have enormous clots of blood like this. So I'm texting my assistant. I'm like, as soon as I get back from here...
No. Can I just encourage everyone in the chat? If that happens, go to the ER immediately.
from Columbia.
What am I looking at right now? Why am I not looking away? I don't know. I couldn't look away. I feel like we did it. Oh my god. It's not normal, y'all. And we're gonna rally in Savannah's live stream tonight because can I tell you what? I want to hear everything Savannah has to say about this fuckery. Seriously. Oh my god. I know. Again, as someone who has talked myself through things and I don't know what she's going to say. As someone who's scared to go to the doctor, and I put off going to the doctor for such a long time because of my fear and building up a fear in my head, and we know that she has villainized doctors since way before 2020. 2019 it started. So we know that she has some kind of thought about them, except biohacking doctors apparently, that she's now villainizing, even though she wasn't villainizing them before the Columbia trip. So I don't know what she's about to say, but holy crap.
Yeah, I've got to get to the doctor. There is something wrong. I'm bleeding extremely heavily, clots the size of the palm of my hand multiple times a day. So meanwhile,
my first doctor told me it was normal. April, no way. Savannah's covering it too. Yeah, so if y'all want to hop out so you don't like spoil Savannah's video, well, you're more than welcome to.
when I'm on this Columbia hike, everyone's so worried about. The crazy thing is,
we're still worried about it. We can also say you're going through something tremendously awful, and the way you treated your team was horrendous. It's a both and.
You can ask anyone who's there. I was bleeding through my entire outfit, all my clothes, and it got to the point where I'm like,
well, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I mean, screw it. It's like a normal thing that happens to everybody. So even though I'm bleeding all over the place, and everybody in Columbia, the guys and the girls, see me bleeding everywhere, I'm like, whatever. It's just menstrual blood. Like, who cares? No.
Oh my god.
Big deal. So then I get home.
I have been turned away by a female doctor at the ER for heavy period flow that lasted longer than it should have. Genevieve, I'm so sorry. I will have to do a video on what happened to me at the gynecologist.
And January 23rd, the bleeding just still hasn't stopped. And I'm starting to get really anemic feeling. I'm getting really tired. I can tell I'm just losing way too much blood.
You go and find someone a doctor who will advocate for you, because my experience, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm telling you that I know that there's people in the chat who have gone to medical professionals, and those medical professionals haven't treated them correctly, and they have belittled or said, oh, your symptoms are this, and this. Just go, lose some weight and eat some more fruit and you'll be fine. And after going, I know I've been in that experience for my own stuff. And so I'm not trying to say that, one doctor would have said, hey, this is seriously, like, something is really wrong. We can say that here and now, but like, I know that of situations, I know some of y'all in the chat have experienced it too. I'm just, find someone, like, if you know something is wrong with you, keep trying. Oh my god, I think Falala has been a member for 1 month. I think I missed your... How do I pull it up on the chat? I don't know. Well, thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. I really appreciate it. It said, thank you for covering this with us, DC. Is this a uterine lining? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's coming out of her I don't know where it's coming out of. She's not saying it's. She sound like it's. She's saying it was from her menstrual cycle, but it might. I don't know. I don't know.
And when I look at photos from Colombia, which I can show you some of these or some TikToks or whatever, some screenshots, I'm starting to get really sunken in under my eyes. My face is getting really gaunt. I'm getting really skinny in January in Colombia. And I did notice I was looking pretty flippin' skinny, but I thought, I'm still pushing through. I'm still doing my thing. Like, I'll be fine. I'll go to the doctor when I get home. So I go in January 23rd, 2023.
Why don't you have notes on a computer? I'm trying to like lighten this a little bit because it's so heavy, it's so hard to watch, and I am just gonna I'm gonna focus on things that are in my wheelhouse, like graphics, and when you are doing when I have done courses for people, when I've done video editing for people, when you are creating videos and how you do them, if you need notes. Yes, you can look off to the side and tell your audience you have notes. You can have them on a teleprompter app on your phone. You could have done a ton of things. This is so not what I would have done if I was a multi-millionaire #1 network marketer in the world.
And this is where I go to the ER for bleeding. And in the ER for bleeding, he's like, I don't see anything wrong. Everything looks.
Yes, the source of bleeding matters, DC. If it's from her butt, that makes sense. Her vagina, not so much. Great point. And that's what I thought. I thought those clots maybe were from her butt, not her vagina. My PCOS was misdiagnosed. Trust your own gut. You know your body better than anyone else.
Fine, go get an ultrasound. Okay, so we were able to get next day into an ultrasound for the bleeding. They did a normal ultrasound on the exterior. They did an intravaginal ultrasound as well. All the results, which again I can show you, look normal.
Okay, we're gonna make this bigger. Of course, we're gonna make this bigger. This is a blurry ass picture. Can we zoom in? Can we? Oh, we cannot zoom in. I'll take a picture. We're gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna click on it. Where's Julie Joe when we need her? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to mess. Oh my god. You took a blurry ass picture and we don't even know. We don't even know what this looks like. Okay? Great.
Except they said, well, you have thickened endometrium. And I said, what does that mean? And they said, well, could be nothing, could be fetal remains. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. What do we do next? They said, well, we can't really see anything. You should go do a biopsy. I'm like, wow, biopsy. Like, okay. So this is where if you have.
So you have a picture of you in the hospital with a thumbs up. Oh, this is a better cover picture. Dang it. I'll do this one instead. We need to page Mama Dr. Jones. In my opinion, it's from her high B12 results. Could be.
I haven't already been frustrated in this video with the medical system or whatever. This is where I just start to get like very frustrated, because this ultrasound of my uterus and of my ovaries and of my reproductive organs should have seen cancer.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Why would they have? Why? If it's in your colon, if it's in your intestines, and your uterus and your ovaries are different. You're scanning different parts of the body. What are you talking about? I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything. I'm just someone that was trying to get approved to go overseas so I could go to the next duty station with my spouse, and I kept going to the ER for extreme pain, and so we got x-rays, we got an MRI, we got CT, I think, we got a colonoscopy, we got every kind of scan. And it doesn't, and some things don't show up on a scan or whatever. And guess what? Your cancer did show up on your PET scan or whatever, and your colonoscopy. I don't know if I'm being lovable right now. I feel like I'm being mean to Jessie Lee, but I'm frustrated.
I'm just going to tell you, okay? So this should have been seen to begin with, but whatever. The problem is so many of these practitioners and doctors, which I'm not knocking doctors, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, is they look at your body as these little tiny parts and pieces. They don't look at stuff from a holistic entire body point of view.
That's because they go to school and then they go into their specialty. Like, you go to school to become a doctor and then you go into your specialty and you're a kidney doctor and you think about kidneys all day long and you think about like the things that can impact kidneys or what all that other stuff, or you're I don't know, you're an OBGYN and then you can even specialize within that field of doing like physiatry or something, and then even more specialty on pelvic rehabilitation or pelvic whatever. I gotta take my medicine. Hold on. See, it's beeping at me. I should not have 2 of these. I do not know why there's 2 coming out. I'll put that back in the bottle. She's not blaming, just explaining. Yep. She literally stopped talking to doctors because they upset her. And again, I get it. I have blocked certain words because there's certain information that needs to stay private about Yehudis. Yes, this is just we save cups here because my mom loves the planet, and so she the friends who are staying with us, because my mom's not here right now, made me a smoothie, so it just takes me a long time to drink it. So how can you become a member? Right here. Nightbot should give you a link, and it should say you can click the link when Nightbot does its Nightbot thing, hopefully. Become a channel member here. Just click on the link, and it's $2.99 a month, and you get a little lint roller and emotes and stuff. And yeah, and I will say it is helpful to know interconnectedness of things. I get that. And we really don't know what she told her doctor. She is in denial. Yes, Charlie.
I'll get to it in a minute. You'll hear why this is such a big deal. So they do 4 biopsies. Super painful, by the way. I'm like, wow. Okay. Hello, uterus. Not my favorite thing. I have gross photos of that too. I don't know why I take photos of everything.
Because you want proof?
Except for maybe I knew that I was going to document all this for YouTube for you guys at some point. So photos of the biopsies. Great.
Oh God, here we go. Look away if you need to. Is there a member Discord as well? Kind of. I can give if you message me on Instagram, I can give you the link. I'm not in there all the time because of my anxiety, but there's lots of people who have fun there. So if you're a member, you can go in there if you want. I'll put it. I don't know. Yes, there's a Discord. Those cups aren't meant to be reused. Okay, I'll tell her. We just rinse and reuse them. I know Thank you for telling me. I'll tell my mom. Oh my god, welcome. Let's just celebrate Kit for a second. We're going to do not the welcome song. We're going to do Star Wars Kazoo. Welcome to Snarkies. Oh my god, Kathy too. Oh my god. Kathy, welcome to Snarkies. Okay. I don't know which one to play. Do I have two of these? I'm gonna play the final countdown. I'm so sorry, Lynn. It turns into a bop the longer we listen to it, but I also get flagged for it. So thank you for becoming a Snarky. Enjoy your emotes. Oh my god, what is happening? Hello, Danielle. I don't know what to play. We'll play the best bop of all time. Welcome to Snarkies, and the only reason we have that song is because Christy. I'm sitting in my egg chair on my balcony, and my kitty came and jumped to my lap. I love that. We also love that you finally were able to, not you finally, I was finally able to get it through my thick skull that this was the best song of all time, and Christy walked me through how to get it. So we just needed a break. Oh, here we go.
And everything comes back normal, guys.
Why are you Ooh, sorry. What a great to be alive. We're watching pictures of biopsy containers and listening to the final countdown. Welcome to my channel, my branding kazoos. Oh my god, Michelle. Ugh, okay. Well, I don't know what song to play. Walker, Texas Ranger. This is for you, Jessie Lee.
The unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you.
Sorry, I had to do that for Jessie Lee. So. Welcome to Snarkies. Enjoy your emotes. I don't know what I'm doing. Is it this one? No. How did that get on top? What? Interesting.
Everything's normal. There's nothing wrong. I don't know. Let's put you on progesterone to stop the bleeding. Let's put you on testosterone to stop the bleeding. I'm like, I don't want hormones. I'm just not a big hormone person. I don't like birth control. I don't like any of this stuff. I don't want a shot of progesterone or progesterone pills or whatever you're going to do to stop the bleeding. Like, can we figure out what's wrong?
She doesn't like progesterone or testosterone, but she's willing to do like 13 injections of stuff from her biohacking doctor. Make it make sense. Can someone explain that to me? Rebecca B, what? What happened, Rebecca? What did I miss? Rebecca. Oh, I'm glad you're safe, and I love your floof. Oh my gosh. Yes, Christy is the MVP of all time.
The answer to that was no between the time that I went for this ultrasound, because then on February 1st, which of course was a week later, I get back this.
What? Additional clinical observations, bowel. One important finding, abnormal signal cecum and retroperitoneum. Why didn't you do this on the other side, since we're consistently like having like your stuff on one side of the screen? Recommendations. There's extensive bulky retroperitoneal adenopathy, largest lymph node measuring at least 3 centimeters. Suggestion of thickening involving the is it the cecum or cecum? I don't know. Correlate for possible lymphoma. Cannot exclude neoplastic process of the cecum with metastatic disease to the retroperitoneal lymph nodes. I'm sorry for my pronunciation to all the nurses and doctors in the chat. I'm sorry. Surgical I'll make it bigger for y'all. Surgical consultation is advised. Consider MRI, CT scan, post contrast. Consider tissue diagnosis. Consider colonoscopy. That's January 10th. That's January 10th? Wasn't she talking about January 16th or whatever? Wasn't she mentioning other dates just on this video? Like January 13th or January 16th or something like that? And how is this posting on January 10th? Peritoneal.
These are the results.
I worked for a gynecologist as a receptionist for 24 years. I heard and saw a lot. Ladies, anytime you bleed, call your gynecologist for a possible biopsy. Bleeding is nothing to mess with. Oh, I'm going to have to write dates down after this. I'm going to make an org chart and I'm going to add you to it so we can make like a huge timeline. Can you enlarge again? Of course I can. Yes. I can't pronounce for shit, Rob. I'm sorry for guessing. The January 10th report was bad news, but didn't she say she was in Colombia? I love being roped into fuckery. I know. Emily D. Baker's like facts, not fuckery, and here we're like just fuckery, apparently. January 10th. The 10th is the day she got the MRI. Okay. She probably didn't think anyone would look at the dates. Peritoneal. Okay. Thank y'all for helping me. I'm really bad at pronunciation. Thank you so much. I am vindicated. Medical words are hard. And yes, I'm not good at reading. Oh, February 1st is when she got the MRI results. Okay. But here's my question. If you're in the back end, like I have a portal for my for TRICARE, I've got a portal for the doctor I go to, and you can't backdate on those things. Oh yes, Jessica, let's get some, some drinks and let's make our org chart. Okay. No, wrong. I didn't know I could do that though. I've made so many different things in StreamYard. I'm like, what? Okay. Play.
Of the full body MRI. So from January 10th to February 1st.
Can I just rage again? Her video editor, and if you're her video editor and I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I would have said this to you if we were in class together. You're doing the slide over thing where you center her when the video comes in from the left side and you push her over so she's centered, and you can't do the same thing when you put the picture in. We're not going to be consistent? Seriously? And fine, you're not going to bring all the information on the left side, whatever, the left side right here, you're not going to be consistent. Fine, at least do the same types of transitions so that we, the viewer, know what's happening. And yeah, I'm like separating myself a little bit from the heaviness of this by critiquing the graphic stuff because that's my wheelhouse.
This is how long it took for Pernuvo to get the results back, and immediately said what all of you can see, which is that there are abnormal findings. You can see the circle around my stomach. You can see the circle around.
Make this big. Smart people, where are you? Where's consistency is for weenies? Oh, I love you talking about editing and misaligned wording. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought that was a weird CYA. The matter speaks for itself. They would recommend imaging and surgery consult and leave it there. Oh, Chrissy, I'm sorry you had a bad day. Yeah, we're taking breaks. We're playing kazoos. We're snarking on the editing of this video. So, enlarge, enhance. All right, let's make it even. Let me see if I can make it even bigger. Hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot. Hold on. I'm going to make it bigger for y'all. Present. Let me remove this. Let me remove this for 1 second. I'm going to make stop screen sharing, present. Let me put it in a. Okay, I'm going to share my share screen. I'm going to share my window. We just binged. We're at 3,330. Hell yeah. Okay, share. Is that big enough? I need to take this off for a second. I need to take the banners off. Is that big enough for y'all? Or you need it bigger? You want me to make it so that the circle parts are bigger? I have it on one of my screens, which is huge. Can I go in? Oh, yes, we can. I don't know what this is, but y'all do. Anatomy-wise, that's a large area to have circled. We had our state of the company meeting this week, and shocker, they were in presentation mode. All slides are properly aligned and coordinated between all of our subsidiary regions. You don't say. That's terrifying. What? Smart people, say it dumber for us. I mean, not dumber. It's do the like, say it to me like I'm 5. What does this mean? What is adenopathy? I don't know what a normal MRI is supposed to look like, but this is cool AF. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. I don't know. Let me add. Hey, Dad. Heck yeah, we just sold our house. Okay. Explain things, please, smart people. We need you. Oh my god. It's the node. She said she had 30 plus removed from the stomach area. Yes, and 26 of them were cancerous. So she had 30 of them removed and 26 of them are cancerous. Dad, they're all saying hi to you. I don't know if he's going to come back. We need a doctor in the chat. Okay. All right. I'm going to put the trigger warning back up. All right. I don't know. Savannah, you want this picture enlarged? Okay, focus. Focus. There we go. Present. Share screen. Share audio. Jessie Lee. Share. Add to stream. Oh my god. There are swollen lymph nodes. Okay. Play.
My cecum area, which is where your large and small intestine meet, and it said I immediately need to get medical attention. So I'll never forget going to the gym that day. I'm crying in the gym. My boyfriend's there, two of my best.
Your boyfriend, Aviram, is this a good time to share the GoFundMe? I think so. I'll send it to you, Savannah. Here. Let me send it to you right now so that I don't forget. Savannah, can you pop your oh wait. I think I know what your email is. Hold on. YouTube. Let me go to Savannah's channel. Okay. Then I go to about. Then I go view email address. I'm not a robot. Maybe I am. It's going to your work. It's going to your work email, okay? And it's coming from Say Hello to DC. Hell yes. Okay. Jessie Lee. Lymph nodes. There you go. Oops, wrong email. There we go. It's sent. Okay, we're ready. I don't know why I'm whispering.
Friends are there, and they're like, "What's wrong? You know, why are you so upset? It could be nothing." I'm like, it's like when you know that it's not nothing, and
hi everyone. I may have to jump out of this stream as my mom is currently fighting on hospice to stay with us. Mom was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. It's now in liver and stomach. Candace, so much empathy for you and your family, and I'm sorry that your mom is dying from this, and appreciate that we can share empathy with you in the chat, and just sending all the good things your way. And I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this.
like everyone around you is trying to make it seem like, oh, it's going to be perfectly fine. I sent it to my older brother, who's like, maybe it's just an infection. This could be an infection. I'm like, I don't think I have an infection, right? Like, I know something is going on. As soon as I see this MRI, like, I'm immediately overwhelmed with emotions. I'm like, what is going on? And I sent it to the doctors that I was working with in the past and I'm no longer currently working with. And they've said, hey, well, you know, we did also order you that blood test, that Gallery Grail blood test, which I had taken. It's another about $3,000 blood test. It's a pre-cancer screening test. I highly recommend it to everybody. And I said, okay, great. Well, I guess we wait for the Grail test to come back. In the meantime, what were my symptoms?
Blood.
This is where I don't mean to scare you.
Let me remind you, if this is your first ever experience with Jessie Lee and you think that I am being the meanest person on the planet for being so separated from her and her prognosis, she was on this PR train that she did not have one single symptom ever. That the reason that she is able to battle her cancer is that because she was the one that found out she had cancer, because she was the one that ordered the test. Is there a dog in here? Is Coda in here too? Coda? Hold on, I think there's a dog in here that wants to go out. My dad let him in. Okay, bye-bye. Sorry. All right. So when she's about to tell us about all of her symptoms, I'm frustrated because she gaslit everybody and she scared the shit out of everybody and weaponized everyone's phobias against them, saying that you could be targeted at any time and there's no symptoms. And maybe she's about to say that too. But she also said that she had these huge blood clots coming out of her and that wasn't a symptom, and her weight loss wasn't a symptom, and nothing else was a symptom.
I didn't have symptoms except
Oh,
for the
okay.
bleeding, which I'm going to talk about.
And the weight loss. The bleeding and the weight loss. She's going to say she had no symptoms after describing a bunch of symptoms. God.
And I guess being tired, which I mentioned.
Being tired, blood clots, weight loss. Being tired, blood clots, weight loss. Hi, Igor. I love you.
But a lot of us are tired because we're all running off of caffeine.
You're the one that's selling the caffeine and the ketones and telling everybody that the ketones are some magical product that's going to help you have better energy, mood, focus, digestion, blah, blah, blah. You're the one that sold the ketones that had the caffeine in them. Now you're villainizing like, oh, everyone is on caffeine, so we don't know if we're really tired. You're the one that is the main selling point of the product that has made you rich in multi-level marketing.
This day and age. I had no blood and stool. I had no dramatic weight loss that I wasn't trying to have. I had no...
Oh, so she was saying that she didn't have dramatic weight loss because she was trying to lose weight. Okay.
No stomach pains, no issues with anything.
You said that a lot of food made you feel awful. That is a sign. That is a symptom. Bye, Bun Mom. I suspect that most of her followers are smart enough to seek care when they start pooping blood. I hope so, Rob. Losing, and she's saying, oh, I lost about 35 pounds. She said that she started at one of her videos, and I'll have to find it. She started at 215, no shade. And she is looking like she is 130 or under 130 right now. So she is slowly making her way to having lost 100 pounds in under a year, or at least a year now. You're saying that's not like holy shit? Thomas, what's up? Welcome to Snarkies. I guess we gotta do, I don't know.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
Thanks for coming, Thomas. Yeah, this isn't the channel for you, Sam. Have a good day. Yeah, there's that is literally a commentary channel. That's my channel. So this is not the channel for you. As kindly as I can say it. There's other people that do that stuff. That do recorded videos that aren't like mine. Swoop is a good creator. Aaron Bees is a good creator. Savannah is a good creator. They all do pre-recorded videos. I don't do it that much. So yeah, I'm not the channel for you, Sam.
Nothing. I thought I was in the best
Also, this video is available on YouTube. Anyone can go watch it without me commenting on it.
shape of my life. I thought that my body was crushing. I thought that I was basically being the beacon of health, the example of health, the person I've always wanted to be in every aspect of my life, with everything from spirituality, finances, emotions, mental, etc. And here I am staring at this MRI like, how is this even possible? And so that happened. And then I said, okay, well, up next, I've got this trip to the Bahamas. And at the very beginning of February 2nd, I flew to the Bahamas. I had earned a free trip with my company that I'm with. I had taken, I think, 8 or 10 people on a private jet with me to the Bahamas. Everything's happy, hunky-dory, woo, woo, woo. Everyone's in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. And I did feel tired there and a little bit agitated and whatever, just because I'm being pulled a bunch of different directions, being the top in the company. And I felt pretty okay, though. I look at photos, and again, I'm very skinny. If I look at my face, I go, oof, he looked sick. And I just pushed through. And then on the flight back from Bahamas on February 6th, I'm cheating again, February 6th, I get a message from 2 of the doctors that were working with me with the prior history. And they said, we need to get on a Zoom call whenever you get a chance. We got some test results back.
Yeah, that's the boyfriend. That's Avi, the guy who Jessie, like Avi's wife, had reached out when she found out that her husband was cheating on her, had reached out to Jessie Lee and said, you're dating my husband. And Jessie Lee said, show me the proof. Yehudis shared the proof, and Jessie Lee told Yehudis, and that's just a pseudonym for Avi's wife, because I hate diluting who Yehudis is to just Avi's wife. So he wanted to give her a name and also maintain her privacy. Jessie Lee told Yehudis to go kick rocks. Essentially, that she didn't give a shit, that she knew that Avi was still married and that Avi's wife, Yehudis, didn't know that Avi was cheating on her. And so that guy kissing Jessie Lee on the plane is Aviram, her boyfriend, her married boyfriend. And here's the GoFundMe for Avi's wife, Yehudis.
And I mean, I knew, it's like, when someone says, hey,
See you at Savannah Stream.
Like, so I knew. So we actually flew back to Kentucky on the jet before flying to Texas, because we had to drop some people off. And I said, I want to know right away. I'll call you up when I land in Kentucky. And we clear customs in Kentucky, and I take the Zoom call, and I'll show you the screenshot of the Zoom call with the screenshot of the gallery grill.
Okay. We'll make this bigger. Your video editor was awful, okay? We'll do this again. Screenshot. Remove. Stop screen share. Present. Share screen. Window. Okay, this is that little picture that they had on there. The gallery test detected DNA methylation signals associated with cancer in the analyzed cell-free DNA obtained from the patient's sample. Detection of cancer signal is not a diagnosis of cancer. Diagnostic evaluation for cancer should be conducted. Top predicted signal origins to guide diagnostic evaluation: colon, rectum. Signal origin score. They look identical to me. The chart displays the top scores of cancer signal origins predicted by the gallery test. The size of each bar represents confidence in predicting cell or tissue origin of detected cancer signal. Long bar reflects higher confidence, and short bar reflects lower confidence in cancer signal origin. This chart does not provide an indication of the overall likelihood of cancer, and the bars look pretty high. Colon, rectum, and stomach, esophagus. So she knew it was in her esophagus, and she knew it was in her colon. Thanks, Floofsimi. colon, rectum, appendix, and the stomach and the esophagus. If you were even interested in telling a story that was meaningful, what I would say proved, not proved, but gave credibility to this documentary that you were trying to produce, why would your video editor leave the bar on top of your Chrome tab in there? I don't get it. Remove, stop share, present. Okay. Add a stream. So we just looked at that smaller thing.
Test, which, Tony Robbins says in his book Life Force, if you have the
Okay, this is the book. This is the book that she was saying from the beginning. Tony Robbins, Peter Diamandis, MD, and Robert Hariri, MD, PhD. Life Force, how new breakthroughs in precision medicine can transform the quality of your life and those you love. Who's going in the naughty book? Both of them. This is a joke because I'm keeping a list of people that I want to look into for family vlogs, and for Crunchy we have people, so I'm just gonna write down Peter MD and Robert Hariri, MD, PhD. Interesting. Life Force. If you don't remember, can we? What? Oh, they did? They just told me that they didn't have permission. Or I didn't have permission. Okay, here's what I have. New updated information, okay? I have new updated information from a source, okay? Okay, I'm going to read it. Yes, Rivka, we can share it. It said, we learned from sources close to Aviram's wife that the Jewish divorce ceremony took place. We know there is no change in his unsupportive approach. So that is... Then I just learned that. So Rivka's here. I just got that from a source in my DMs. So here's the GoFundMe. Just because the Jewish divorce took place, and then in at the end part of that statement, we know there is no change in his unsupportive approach. Still, so we know what that means. No money. Here's the GoFundMe. I don't know. And I think we can cheer, and I hope that I know that sometimes people who support Yehudis, Avi's wife, watch the channel. So if y'all can share your support for her in the chat, I hope that they end up seeing that y'all are excited for Yeah, and he does, and again, the religious ceremony is different than the legal proceeding, and that is still going on. Here's Rifka's channel. You can go read the community post that Rifka did. And I think the pressure from all the publicity. Sure. Let me see how much to raise it on my channel. Is the sound messed up for y'all too? Because it sounds okay on my end, but do I need to raise her sound? Give the dude credit. Now his friends are something from the responsibility to beat the shit out of him. True. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's okay now. Earlier, I had information from a source that that Yehudis did not want it out there, and then I got a new from the same person who told me not to share it, that a source that it's okay to share now. So I think JLW is quieter than me. Okay. I'll turn her up a smidge. Exempt. Okay. Thank you. I'll turn her up a little bit.
Says in his book Life Force, if you have the resources to get a full body MRI and the resources to do this Gallery Grail test, you should. And I'm glad I did, but of course, then still this isn't a diagnosis, but it comes back positive with a signal for colon/rectum cancer. And that was when
stomach and esophageal. Colon, rectum, and stomach esophageal. You did read both of that. We both saw it. Okay.
Just the sobbing.
Is this like this? No. False. This is from Brian. Oh, it's gonna come in.
Starts, right?
Send to Sasha. Okay, I will. I was on a call with my doctors. I have colon cancer. OMG, are you serious? Jessie Lee, what did they say? Next step is, we will figure this out. Stay positive and know you are loved. I love you. Yeah, I'm serious. I'll let you know. I love you too. Did they say what they found? Yeah, I have it on MRI and another test too. Esophageal and stomach and colon cancer. Still fairly quiet? I'm listening to it on my end. Hold on. I raised her more, okay? She's all the way up as far as I can raise her.
You can't really describe that feeling. It feels like you get hit by a bus or a train, or your whole world kind of stops, because you realize in that moment that
I know there is. I turned her up. I just listened to her. I've turned her up all the way that I can.
Nothing is okay. And I went back on the jet and I walked straight to the back in the back room because the jet has several rooms in it. And I told my boyfriend who was with me, and we just went to the back and I just sobbed in his arms. He sobbed in my arms for probably about 20 minutes. My best friend happened to be on the jet too. It was her first flight on a jet. A great way to commemorate this, right? And I tell her, like, hey, I remember saying to her, I said, I might be really, really sick. And so we were crying. She didn't tell anyone else on the jet yet. Gathered myself emotionally after about 20, 30 minutes.
Listen to her. I have turned myself down even more, and I've turned her up all the way. I don't have any other control on my soundboard. I've turned myself halfway down, and I've turned her all the way up.
Let's go back out, spend the time with everyone else on the jet, but then I just knew. And I knew it was going to be the beginning of this journey of just step by step by step. I never thought it'd be the way it is now, which I know is why I'm going to do as many of these videos as possible, because I don't just want to give it to you all at once. It's too much for any one person to probably handle in like a 5-hour video or something. But I realized really in that moment that this was super serious. And so then I talked to those 2 doctors, and they just weren't rushing anything. And for me, when it's my health, it's my life. It's like, what matters when you realize your life is in danger? Nothing except your life. It was like, oh, we'll call doctors. We'll get everything handled. They put together this plan. This is really where that happened. They said, we're going to put together this medical plan for you, and we're going to help you as much as possible right away. I said, put the protocol together. You know, give me peptides that boost your immune system and all, like whatever they were telling me, because I really believe in this peptide stuff. I did not even look at the invoice, guys, until I had already said, run it. Just run it. Like, I feel like I'm fighting for my life. Just run it. Turns out, they ran it. They overpriced things by about 12 times. They also included an $11,000 doctor fee from somebody I'd already been working with for 9 months. And it was $55,000. I can show you the invoice. And before anything even came, I went, you know what?
Where's the invoice? I'm just asking where the invoice is.
We don't even have an actual diagnosis. I don't want the product anymore. I want to talk to an oncologist. I want to see a doctor before we make any medical decisions moving forward. And they said, oh, we can't do that. Like, that's against our business model. Meanwhile, I'd already referred countless people to their clinic, which is very expensive. They had already made a ton of money off of me. And now immediately, boom, this is one of the first times I went, oh, you care way more about my money than me surviving this.
And I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. Yeah, it's getting so bad. I paid $440,000 last year, told him no more. Then there's a voice message. And then she said, yeah, I literally feel stuck, but also, no, I'm not. And then someone else said, we got you. And don't mind paying for the shit that can blast it. But 12 times? That same order, probably like 6,000 to 8,000. We're getting psychotic. Yes, sometimes more.
And so I severed relationship with that doctor. I don't talk about this doctor. I don't use the name. I don't tag him. I don't say anything, whatever. But that's the truth of all of it. Here's the invoice, just transparency.
All right, we'll look at this. You said you don't talk about him more, but you left the name on it. Remove. Stop. It's kind of blurry. How do I make this bigger? Okay, you're going to have to zoom in. Or can I zoom in? There we go. Biohacks Institute, invoice 1029805. It's blurry, I know. daily 2 milliliters of glutathione, $295 per unit times 6, $1,770. Something else, $1,060 1 unit. 6 units of an active form of something, $140, $145.95 per unit, and it's 6 units, so it's $875.70. 10 weeks of GACLIV, glutamine, arginine, carnitine, leucine, isoleucine, it's so blurry. Refrigerate upon receive. 2 units, $250 each, so it's $500. Prebiotic, ND complete, $149 a unit. 3 units, $447. Well, I guess I wish this could be bigger. I'm trying to read it, sorry. Dr. DE consulting fee one time, $10,000 for one consulting, so that's $10,000. CoQ10, 20 milligrams injectable once a week, 1 unit, $168, so it's $168. Bioflax. Oh, biohacks. You just have the worst logo of all time. Revitalizer Performance IV Boost with supplies. $500 for 1 unit, so it's $500. NAD Plus, 200 milligrams. 3 units at $395, so that's a total of $1,185. Labrazotide, BPC, KPV, 50 mcg. I don't know, capsule. 90 of them at $25 for each one of those. That comes to $2,250. Magnesium glycinate, 120 milligrams, capsules, 4 bottles, 3 capsules AM and PM, $120 per unit. That comes to 480 units. 10 weeks, HIC, BComp, MR, whatever this is, $250 for that. Omega, 2 units at $135 per unit, $270. Technology fee, $1,539.32. That's bullshit. Okay. Subtotal $65,255.02. Shipping $95. Discount $12,500. Invoice amount $52,850.02. Previous payment $52,850.02. Amount due $0. And this is biohacks. That looks like bioflax because you've got the worst invoice of all time. Oh, and you didn't even redact this, so we know who you're talking about. Give me a break. Give me a flippity flopping breaks. God, your video editor is the worst. Share screen. Share. Okay. She chose to go to them. Seriously. You know, Brittany Dawn got in trouble for her, it's like some kind of fee. It was a digital document. She got in trouble for that. Bio fraud. Oh my God. It totally does look like bioflax. That's, seriously, HIPAA who? Yep. How they describe themselves on their website. We are disruptors and innovators of healthcare space and consider ourselves true healers. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wee wow. Oh my God. $10,000 per violation, baby. I don't doubt that some of this is triple charge. Even at the actual doctors, they will charge you the cost of an entire box of tissues, 50 if you use one tissue. They code it under mucus retrieval. By the way, in Texas now, hospitals have to disclose all of their pricing in advance. What a scam. Theranos, anyone? Yep. I wonder if the CEO of Prove It would have done for other distributors what he did for her. He wouldn't have. Ask Aaron. Go look at Aaron's videos.
There you go. So from there on February 10th, so February 6th, the results came back. February 10th, finally, I get a consult with the GI doctor, which I know might sound like, finally, it's only 4 days. All we were doing was calling doctors. We were calling every single doctor's office in the area to try to get some kind of meeting with somebody who would listen to me and say, this is what's going on, this is what's going on. So we have the consult with the GI doctor on the 10th. And then I'm getting frustrated because it's like every day that goes on, it feels like 10 days. Like it's another day. I'm waking up miserable, upset, sad, scared, defeated, right? And then it's another day and another day and another day. So finally, February 16th, I reach out to my friend, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, who I would like to give a big shout out to. Y'all should follow her. She's amazing.
Where's my naughty book? Listen. $421,000, not 421,000 followers. Life Force, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon at founder muscle centric medicine. That's registered trademark. Fellowship trained private doctor to the Game Changers. Wow. All right, let's go.
She's a lot of very high profile people's doctor. She also does a lot of peptide stuff, and she's got her own meal plan stuff. You should really check her out. She's an amazing woman. And I met her. I texted her and I just said, hey, can I ask you some questions? And I just asked her super open, super honestly. I said, I'm working with this doctor. Here's all this stuff that's happening. I think I might have colon cancer. I'm pretty sure I do. Do you mind if I kind of talk to you? And she like calls right away. And she's like, we've got to get you in for a colonoscopy. I'm like, I know, but we've spent the last 7 days now calling for colonoscopies. The next available colonoscopy in the state of Texas is the end of April. Nobody's listening to me about.
I waited for 4 months to get a colonoscopy. I'm not saying that you can't get it faster if you have something really wrong with you. I was trying to get it so that I could get approved to go to the duty station with my spouse, and thank God it was clear, but it didn't fix any of my symptoms. It didn't like identify any of my symptoms. So I'm glad she had people who she paid enough to get access to cut the line and get a colonoscopy.
How I have this MRI. What good's an MRI? Nobody's listening about the Gallery Grail test. They don't think it's a real test. The medical system is so corrupt, right? I've got these 2 cancer signals and they're telling me that it's no big deal, that I can basically ignore it. Oh, we'll take you non-emergency at the end of April. And Lord knows, maybe I would have been dead by the end of April. You know, like you have no idea. And so extremely corrupt. Or you're too young for a colonoscopy is another one because
we're the same age. And I got one with my doctor because they thought I had IBD or IBS because of what was happening with me. And it didn't matter that I was young. They put me in a non-emergency whatever, and I got a colonoscopy in 4 months or whatever. I'm going to say again, MD Anderson, Methodist, Memorial Hermann, Baylor, St. Luke's, Baylor Scott and White, Parkland. Yep.
If you don't know, 34 years old. So February 16th, I have that phone call with Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, and she calls the #1 GI doctor here in the great state of Texas in North Dallas, and she says, I have a friend. She needs colonoscopy emergency. She has an MRI that's abnormal, and she has a Gallery Grail test, which says that she is positive for colon cancer. And big old shout out to Dr. Brown. Immediately, I am in the next morning for a colonoscopy, 7 a.m. And
glad you have friends in high places that you can skip the line and go and get help when there are people who are trying to get help and have to wait. Good for you. I'm being sarcastic because, to be fair, DC, you have to deal with additional federal government shit. She doesn't. That's true.
We'll never forget this. I go in, he comes in early to take me before all his other patients. I wake up. We're talking entrepreneur stuff.
He takes me before all his other patients because you skipped the line. Because he got up early, got his team early so they could fit another colonoscopy in.
He says, you know what? I think your brother might be right. Maybe it's just an infection. I wouldn't worry about it. Wake up, and I knew right away. I knew it was cancer immediately. And this was the day of my diagnosis, February 17th, 2023. I knew because I wake up and I can hear the person with the sheet over here being told, everything's okay. Everything looks good. No polyps. We'll see you in a couple of years. I hear the person behind the sheet over here when I wake up from the colonoscopy. Oh, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. 2 polyps. No big deal. We took them out. Not a problem. See you in 2 years. And then I see my doctor walk by really fast right in front of me. And the nurse comes in and she says, oh, Dr. Brown is meeting with another patient. He's busy. He'll be out as soon as possible, but we're going to go ahead and put you in this room over here. He'll meet you there as soon as he can. And I'm like, I know it's cancer. And we walked in there and I sat down and I knew right away. He took out his images in the MRI, which I can show you guys, and her colonoscopy. And he said, his bedside manner is great. He just puts his hands on his knees and he looks at me and he's like, Jessie Lee, I wish I were telling you that 99% I'm looking at colon cancer, but I'm not. I'm 100% looking at colon cancer. You need to have surgery. You need to take care of this. This is advanced and it looks weird. It looks strange. And that's when I started realizing gene mutations and all this kind of whatever. And I just said, okay. And I knew because like I told you, and I just get up and I walk outside and he's walking me to the car. My assistant Carissa had come to pick me up from the colonoscopy. And I don't know why it was her and not anybody else, but it was Carissa. And I get in the front, or right before I'm about to get into my car, I said, hey, I'm just wondering, what stage do you think this is? And he said, honestly, I'd say at least stage 3, which is like, because I'm like, all right, okay, it's cancer, like stage 1. And there's no good cancer, so like, please don't misunderstand me. But even stage 3, I'm like, oh no, so it spread somewhere, but maybe it's okay, so it's spread like nearby or something. Like maybe this will be okay, like it's no big deal. And then I had my first CT scan on so then on this 20th, so February 17th was colonoscopy and diagnosis. February 20th, I had my first consultation with my surgeon, Dr. Macaluso, going over the results of the colonoscopy. February 22nd was my first CT scan. February 23rd, I went to another second opinion with Dr. Salgado at Southwestern, Texas Southwestern, or UT Southwestern here in Dallas. That was an amazing hospital. I really like that doctor, by the way. Kind of wish I had used him. But anyway, February 25th. So I was able to get the next available surgery, which was February 25th. And that is when I had
for the colonoscopies that you do here in wherever I was, you're not allowed to drive after your colonoscopy. Like you have to have someone pick you up. So I don't know exactly what she already had an MRI that showed lesions consistent with Mets. This guy was being cautious with his words. Yep, I agree. The VA system is just, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get my spouse in trouble.
My resection surgery. So these next images are pretty graphic.
Okay, graphic images coming up. And again, we've been running this warning at the bottom.
Gross and disgusting. But before I tell you about that, I have to tell you back about pulling together the Columbia trip and the bleeding and everything. So I get into surgery, I'm wheeled in and I'm chatting with the nurses. And I just said, hey, just so you know, I've been bleeding for 4 months. I've been bleeding since November 22nd, November, December, January, February, 4 full months at this point in time. I said, I'm bleeding a lot. at least once a week. The whole day will be gigantic clots. And so I'm just letting you know at some point, since I'm here, and I don't think I use menstrual cups, by the way, just like maybe FYI, you should all use them. Throw away your tampons and your pads. Thanks. Chemicals. But anyway, I said, I'm probably going to bleed all over the place. And it's like a lot of blood. And she said, oh, honey, don't worry about it. Periods are totally normal. Everybody should talk about them more often. And I'm like, I'm not like nervous about my period. I'm just letting you know you might be changing a massacre multiple times a day. And she's like, don't worry about it, sweetheart. It's okay. We're used to it. We're nurses. I was like, all right, cool. So get wheeled into surgery. I go back, and here's kind of the crazy thing. So have surgery that morning, had some amazing people fly in. You can see a photo of everybody who was at my bedside after the surgery. It was pretty amazing. But the craziest thing of all of this, I'll leave it here, and then I'll continue in the next one. So make sure you're subscribed and you follow along, because clearly you can see there's a lot of details. There's a lot going on.
People can fucking figure out if they want to follow you, if they like your content, or if they see your stuff and you know, and they don't like it, they won't follow you. People can figure it out for themselves.
The bleeding immediately stopped. And if you look at, let's stand up. If you look at uterus, organs, reproductive organs, and you look at the cecum, you look at where your large intestine and your small intestine, your appendix, etc. meets, these two giant organ bodies, they touch. And if that just ultrasound rep or the OBGYN I went to that was highly recommended would have taken the imaging and gone like this, or paid attention to what was pushing on my uterus just like this, they would have seen it. They would have known, boom, immediately in January, something is wrong. Something is going on. This is not normal behavior. Because as soon as that tumor came out,
Jennifer,
graphic images I can show you, my bleeding stopped.
Okay.
I've had a normal cycle ever since.
Sorry. Again, content warning, graphic images. So is she going to sue doctors for medical malpractice or what? Because normally like this doesn't happen, or what?
Since then, it was because of the tumor.
Oh my God. Sorry, graphic images.
And then I'll leave you with this, and we'll kind of continue onward with this in regards to what I'm doing for healing and how everything's been. And if you think I've even started anything there.
You know how normally there's a when you do presentations, you can have your notes on the computer so you can look like you're talking to the one person the whole time? No? Just me? Okay.
There's a lot. We've chronicled everything, okay? Shout out to Carissa. She chronicled this. She's got all the information for insurance purposes, because they are saying this is a pre-existing condition, which is pretty crazy. But on March 1st, my pathology came back, and that was when we found out. And that was when I was stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. The cancer had not only been a tumor here in my, down here by my cecum, in the large intestine, small intestine area, etc. It had metastasized to local lymph nodes. 26 of 30 lymph nodes had cancer in them. And then the reason it was stage 4 is not because of the lymph nodes, but because it had metastasized to lymph nodes in my trachea, my neck, and also my stomach.
Holy shit.
So praise God, it is not in any of my organs. My immune system has started to kick on, which I'll talk about more in some further videos, which is really good. I'm really positive about this, and I just want to share this entire journey because I want people to know what to look for, what works, maybe what doesn't work, maybe what's going on with your life, etc., and takes things very seriously. Cancer is time for another video probably, but it's the most humbling journey I've ever been on. It has made me realize so much more who's real, who's not. It's been amazing to see people who are so supportive. It's also amazing to see people who still have so much hate toward me for whatever. It's been an amazing, incredible, eye-opening revolutionary last couple of months, and I want to keep documenting this for you. And I have so much more to take you through, everything from medical things that I've done, treatments that I've done, scans that I've done, places I've been, whatever.
I'm not trying to be conspiratorial. I'm wondering, the Gallery Grail test said the esophagus and the stomach too. So I don't know why she has not talked about that or even brought that up. But it seems pretty interesting that there were two lines that were exactly the same on that image that we sized up for you, and Savannah has it now so she can show it to y'all too on her stream tonight. Why are we not talking about the stomach and the esophagus? She did say that it had metastasized to her the dogs. Caspian, forget it, they're barking at someone. These are just questions we're never going to get answered. Oh my god.
Take you through all of it, because it doesn't start just with diagnosis. It starts with diagnosis, but it certainly doesn't end there. And I hope, if nothing else, it gives some people like you hopefully a lot of hope. And I guess I can leave it with one more crazy thing, because I know you'll want to come back. At that time, I was also told that I was not going to see Christmas. So here I am, basically in July 2023. Hopefully I don't look like somebody to you that is going to be dead in the next 4 months. But I was told October, definitely not making it to Christmas. And so just, if you're struggling or battling or fighting, or someone you love is, I would just ask you to maybe share it with them. Share just this last part with them, and you can share more with them. But don't give up hope. Your mindset is super strong as long as you keep it strong. You can fight and you can heal and you can do this. And just because somebody gives you a life expectancy, it doesn't mean that it's accurate. And something that I loved that a German doctor of mine said is, he said, "I'm good, but I'm not God." And I think there's too many people out there, especially doctors out there, who really truly play God. And just because they know standard of care is chemotherapy, surgery, chemotherapy, and or radiation, it doesn't mean it's the only way. And so I hope I bring you guys some hope. I hope I have given you a lot of information today to maybe think about. And thanks for subscribing and following along. That's just video one. I have a lot more to say, and I will. So I love you. I appreciate you. I'm Jessie Lee. You can also call me Boss Lee. And this is step one of the cancer journey. And I hope you end up enjoying this series a lot.
I need to put some plumber's tape on my mic stand, because like the way that I have it, I'm going to turn myself up. Okay. Y'all need to turn it down. She's not talking anymore. That's the end of her video. There was no outro. There's no end scene. There's no, click subscribe here and watch this video next. There's nothing. She acts like Christmas is tomorrow. It is as far away as today is from her diagnosis. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to click on Rob. Okay, have to say this too. Doctors do not tell you how long you have to live. Maybe she asked and they ventured to guess, but no doc I know talks this way. How long does it take for your organs to fail at the end of stage 4? Can't it happen really fast? Yes. It is depressing. Here's why we're watching it. She is someone with influence. She is someone with influence at scale. We can have, or not, I have empathy for her finding out that she has stage 4 colon cancer. I would never, having lost my mother-in-law and my grandfather, and my aunt is currently fighting cancer, I would never wish cancer on anyone. You can have empathy and or the positioning that cancer is not karma, and that you wouldn't wish it on someone, and you can also, in that same sphere, also say, do not exploit your diagnosis for personal gain. And she has. She has profited off of weaponizing people's phobias so that she can make affiliate link money, she can make ketone money, she can make accelerator money, and that is one of the big issues I have. It's different than checking your own influence and saying, this is not the recommended treatment that anybody who practices told me I should do. And she could have checked her own influence, and she continues to decide not to. She continues to villainize doctors. She continues to call doctors chemo pimps. Her words, not mine. And just a heads up, when MD Anderson found out that she was saying that, they wanted to see the video. So it's not the video that we just saw does not completely represent how she has been portraying this. Like, she has not been making money off of her diagnosis. And I think that the way that things have played out on her own channels, that is something that I can say confidently that that's wrong, and she continues to do it. And I can be happy that she and her mom reconciled. And I can also say, stop taking advantage of people and stop exploiting and weaponizing people's phobias against them. Cancer is not karma. Some of the best people I know have had cancer. What time is it? We only have an hour left until we get to watch Savannah and her stream. Let me see. Oh, it's scheduled for 7:30. Dadgummit, it's going to be a while. It's going to be 3 hours here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just double check that no one's live right now and see if we can raid someone and give them a boost. I don't think anyone's going to be live right now because it's Friday. Manage videos. I do like raiding channels though. Edit. Customization. Can we raid someone? Let's see. Heather C. Savannah. We'll just put Savannah's in there. If people end up finishing mine late and watch hers, that'll be fine. Save. We'll just stream it to hers in case someone stops mine early. I know. I was so disappointed. I'm just kidding. So we'll see Savannah at 7:30 Central. But we're gonna redirect anybody who ends up finishing my stream over to her stream anyways. I was supposed to be live, but I feel like crap, so I'm not now. I'm sorry you feel like crap. Y'all, I like your rating channels. Eloise, I'm happy to raid yours too next time. And stop being religiously twisty and promoting bad theology. Leave Judaism alone. Yes, absolutely. I messaged her and told her I was praying for her. She replied thanking me, and if it's any comfort, she didn't try to recruit me. The whole situation is sad. Two things can be right at the same time. Yep. And exactly. And I hope that, and I don't think I've done the best job in the past long while of creating content that feels safe for people who really like Jessie Lee to watch. I feel passionate about the medical misinformation and standing up against it, and I think that comes across as unappealing to people. I know my pauses and my commentary isn't for everyone. I appreciate those who still do like my channel and don't mind me pausing a lot and don't mind the emotions. This was definitely a twisty live stream. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you take your medicine and make sure you hydrate. And I will see you in the chat and Savannah stream later. And here's the GoFundMe for Yehudis, and if you can donate, that's all going to Yehudis is a pseudonym, but it's going to Avi's wife, who, according to sources, he finally gave her a get, and they still have to get a legal divorce. And so she still needs money. And so we're trying to raise money for her. And I know the person who created the GoFundMe, and that's also a pseudonym. If you've got questions, then just don't donate. It's that easy. All I can say is that I know the person behind the creating the fund, and it's on the up and up. And if you have $1 to donate, or if you have $2 to donate, it all helps. And I've already donated to the GoFundMe. Y'all have a good Friday, Saturday, and I will see you next time. If I can find my outro. There we go. Here we go.